Hello everyone, so today we will do makeup on Charlotte here. It's not like that she needs it, but we are going to film all day, so we kind of want to have just a slight foundation and stuff. So we will first start with the base cream. So I will take, you already know it, it's Krasna Slečna. I used it in like every of my videos already, so just going to, I wash my hands prior to this, so you don't have to worry about any germs spreading. Right. So I'll just use circular motions. And I'll be really light on the skin so it does not turn red. Perfect. Now on the chin. Around the jawline, up to the ear. That's just wonderful. If my accent changed from the last time, it's because I spent too much with British people, too much time. So I just kind of tend to pick up accents when someone talks to me in an accent. So if I sound a little too much like Charlotte, hopefully not as James, because then I would not be able to understand myself that properly. Or I would have to really focus on it at least. You may know Charlotte from Whisper Audio's ASMR channel on YouTube, of course. I don't know if she has TikTok, but probably not.
I do.
You do?
But I don't use it that often.
Yeah.
I spend more time watching than posting.
Yeah, me too. I actually had to delete it before we went on this trip. Because I was just like too hooked on it already. And it's just like I have to like delete that.
It's quite addictive.
Yeah. And it was like making me even that I didn't really want to be productive anymore. Yeah. I had such a dopamine withdrawal basically. That
that's so true.
So, well, anyway, let's go back to the makeup. Okay. So
this feels really lovely.
It's actually for like acne prone skin, which I've always been. So
your skin's beautiful.
It didn't always been this way. I really had a huge trouble with acne. I actually even have scarring after it. So, but it got better with the right like routine and treatment and stuff.
It's really important, isn't it? Yeah.
And there was like no one actually to taught me what to do with it, because my mom didn't have the problem and my sister didn't have it either.
Oh, so you had to sort of figure it out yourself.
Yeah, and it took many years. And also a change of diet.
Yeah, of course, that's a really big thing, isn't it?
I actually found out that it's mostly sugar that causes the problems for me. Yeah. So I'm just going to use like small taps on the skin with the foundation really like Charlotte's freckles. Or if I'm just going to be like talking too much about her beauty, I'm sorry about that. But I find her like extremely beautiful. So,
Stop.
but it's true. So, I'm just not saying it like just because we are here. I actually told you to last like prior.
This is true. I can attest
to
to
the filming. So
you're too kind to me.
not at all. Okay. So now I'm just going to take the brush. I'm just going to blend the foundation. It's just going to be really light so that the skin looks like unified, if it's the correct term. It's not. I can see it from you smiling.
No, I think it's a better term. Unified is perfect. Your English is amazing.
It could be better.
No.
I wish I lived in England or Scotland. Probably more like Scotland.
Yeah. It's lovely.
Because I love the Highlands in Scotland. It just has such
Amazing.
a wonderful nature.
Yeah, it's I go there to recharge, like maybe once a year to the Highlands.
Once a year?
Yeah.
I wish.
You come with us.
I wish.
It's great to go walking and hiking, like climbing up the mountains. We take our dog and we go like exploring.
I actually wanted to go, well, like with this trip basically, that we would then go to Scotland, but it was out of the budget.
Oh,
so I even talked to one TikToker who like follows me basically, and she was up for filming because like she was the one who started to like contact me. And she was like, oh, are you coming? I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not. I don't have the budget. Because I also have to buy a car.
Yeah, because you can't get, there's no public transport, that's right.
So that me and Lars can see each other sometimes. Because we spend a lot of time like away these days because of his work. So it would be really nice not to use the public transport.
Yeah, definitely. How would you feel about driving on the other side of the road?
Oh my god.
And the Highland routes are normally quite scary.
You have like a single road basically. Actually, I was in Scotland about 5 years ago with my family. But my dad was driving, obviously. He has like, I don't know, 20, 30, or probably 30 years of experience. And he even like drove a tank. Do you know what is tank like?
Yeah, in the army.
In the army. Because not involuntary to go to the army basically at a certain age. Yeah. So he was like driving a tank, so it was not really a problem for him to drive on the other side.
Yeah.
He was like confused the first day. I remember when we were on a roundabout, next to Inverness basically. It was like huge, and you just like go to a different direction basically on the roundabout. It was like right in front of the airport. Yeah. And he was like confused, so we like went in the circle about 3 times before we left, because he was like watching the cars and how they are leaving.
And everyone's so like crazy on a roundabout. It's like the laws of the jungle. Like you just get in a lane and you just it's quite terrifying even for like me. I don't like the big roundabouts.
So I would not feel really comfortable. I do not even like drive the car that much, or I do, but it's just like those small distances really, just like to a shop. And sometimes when I need to, I go across the Republic, because that's basically where Lars works.
Oh, I see.
So that's about it.
Well, when you come to Scotland, then like maybe we'll have to do like a trip together, and we'll drive you.
Yeah, definitely.
Get a camper van or something. That would be cool.
I'm actually trying to get Lars to Scotland for a really long time now. I've been talking about it since we met, so it's about 5 years.
Oh my goodness, you definitely need to do it, especially like now when the weather's a little bit better. Yeah. But you'll be eaten alive by midges, which are like little mosquitoes. Yeah. And they like form in a cloud. and then they like attack you.
Well, it's the same in Czech Republic. We actually have them too. Like they're in the clouds and they attack you basically. And it's just horrible. And I always go like to the side of the road so that I can just like avoid them. Yeah. So I'll just now do it. Just a little tappies. And well, we will talk about Scotland later as well. But honestly, it was like the best time I ever had on a holiday, basically on a vacation. I'm not much into like sea and those kind of stuff.
Like beach holidays.
Yeah, because I get really warm really fast, and then I just don't feel well. I actually do not like to exercise during summer because it's like
It's
extremely
too much.
hot.
Scotland's like great for that then.
Yeah. But when I was there, it was actually like sunny all the time, and it was like about the same temperature as it is here now. I don't mean like right now at the morning, but like during the day. So I like got from the Scotland, and I was actually like, how do you say, like tent? Like that you had 10 basically, yeah. And everyone was like, oh, where were you? And I was like, in Scotland. They were like, no way. So
yeah, because it's quite you either have like rain and it's awful, or it's like boiling hot. We climbed Ben Nevis about 5 or 6 years ago. I can't remember now, but it was during a heat wave, so it was really uncommon weather for that sort of part of the world. I think it was about this time of the year actually. So we climbed Ben Nevis, and there's like a small like area, like small patch of snow just before you reach the summit. So we were in shorts and t-shirts, like boiling hot, like getting sunburned, and we were playing in this snow like at the top of the mountain, and it was just the weirdest experience. Shorts and t-shirts and like rolling around in snow. I never forget that.
It's basically the same as if you go into Austria. There's like 30 degrees Celsius like down the mountain basically, and if you go up to the top there's basically snow, and also amazing. What is it, like glaciers?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that sounds really cool.
So I actually really love Austria and well, basically anywhere where you have mountains and stuff. So I'm just going to try to find, I'll use the shadow right here and right there. Okay, let's just blend it. So I'm just now using a bronzer, which is liquid, and I think it's from Giorgio Armani. It was pretty expensive, but I couldn't find any that would be liquid in Czech Republic. So there were like 2 options, but the one was like extremely dark, which I did not want.
No, because it can look really harsh.
Yeah, it doesn't look natural at all. So I'm just going to right here use but I found out that the liquid bronzer usually like works better for me because it kind of like blends with the foundation.
Yeah, I much prefer liquid products.
Yeah. And today I'm actually using mostly Charlotte's products because she has a different skin type that I do. So she was as kind as to lend me makeup bag set. Okay, so there's also a tiny bit of foundation. Okay, unused. Perfect.
I must say, I've never experienced tingles on my scalp as intense as what I'm feeling now.
Really?
Really?
I'm glad to hear that.
It's like fireworks over my head.
So now I'm going to use Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer. I don't know the brand, but she uses...
It's Charlotte Tilbury.
Charlotte?
Tilbury.
Tilbury, okay. This is a concealer, so we are going to use it only under the eyes. So, right about here. Just really a tiny amount. Yeah, that should be sufficient. I actually have to use my concealer also around the nose because it tends to get a little bit red. But you do not seem to have this problem.
The hay fever hasn't kicked in yet. Have you thought about using like a green colour correction for the redness?
Oh,
it's like a...
I know that like there is like a purple one, a yellow one, and also like a green one, but I never knew for which like part of the face you should.
You can use it for most of it, I think. Like there's a really good one by Clinique.
I love Clinique actually. They do such good cosmetics.
Yeah, their skincare is really nice. They do a green like red reduction range. I used that for a while when I was a little bit younger and I used to get quite red skin. I think it was stress related, but that was really good. They do like skincare as well as like makeup.
I honestly think that like skincare is basically where everything kind of like lies. You know, because like if you do makeup, you're
just masking it.
Yeah, you're just masking it, and then you just like. And if you do your skincare properly, you do not even like have to wear makeup anymore.
Exactly.
So now I'm going to use a Glowgasm. And that's really a perfect name for it. Glowgasm Beauty Light Wand High Blush Euphorisant. So it's basically kind of a blush highlighter, basically. Exactly. So I'm going to use it right here on the cheek bar, basically like above the shadow that I created with the blush. Just really a tiny bit because it seems to be like...
It's very shiny.
Very shiny, yeah. It has like plenty of sparkles in it. Do you use the blush even like on your nose?
Sometimes.
Because I do. Like
just over the bridge.
Yeah. Because I always loved it in kind of like anime. Basically, if you like watch sometimes Japanese anime, there's like always kind of like this blush, and I find it really cute.
Yeah.
So I like started to use it, but sometimes when you overdo it,
it just
kind of look like you are sunburned.
That's right.
So
yeah, it's definitely nice to do it like when the sun's out, and it gives you that nice glowy kind of look.
Just using too little of the product, but I really don't want you to be like a drag queen basically. So I don't know how to like say in English anyone who uses a lot of makeup and it just like looks unnatural. So the only term that I know is basically a drag queen because they like to wear plenty of makeup.
This is an art form, isn't it? The makeup. I love drag makeup. I love like.
Have you ever tried it?
No, I've never tried it myself. I just like watching it, and it's so amazing. It's like you've created a whole character, and it's just really, really clever. I love it.
Just going to turn your head a little bit. Yeah, perfect. Just going to find the natural. You can actually see when Charlotte turns her head, there's like light basically like reflecting from her face. So this is where I'm going to use the blush. It's actually really clever if you just like watch where the shadows and highlights naturally are. It's really like then easy to follow it with the makeup. different setting with the mic today because I really wanted to, for you to hear the little brush sounds that I make. So hopefully you will enjoy it because I kind of loved it. So we have the blush. We have, do you like even use like blush on top of like the highlighter basically?
Yeah.
Okay.
So normally I would do like just like a bronzer all around, just to add like, just so it doesn't look like I'm a ghost. Yeah. I like to add a little bit of colour to my face, especially in the summer.
Yeah.
And then I'll put the blush on over the top.
So this. Yeah, this is the blush. So I'm just now going to use just a tiny bit of the blush. Okay. The J. Just a tiny bit like on the nose. Well, I can't even see it. How? Yeah, good. And now kind of like here. It's always better to do less than to do too much because you can always add. But it's kind of hard to get rid of something because then you have to use the makeup cleaner. Well, what is it? Remover. Yeah. And it just will mess up with your foundation as well. You will be like you're blushing all the time. Great. Oh, I actually wanted to use one more space basically where I would put the bronzer, and this is basically like under the chin, around the jawline. I actually love it to use it this way. I'm just going to turn your head to, yeah, perfect. Oh, I'm not going to turn it, you're turning your head basically. So now I'm just going to, it makes your jawline looks even, makes it look even sharper. Again, it like brings the dimension into the face. And I love to do it up to the ear, because like even when you look like from the side, what is it called? Like profile, it will still look good. That's perfect, I would say. Yes. I'm also going to use it right to the hairline. But like here, just a few dots. And again, just a few dots. Let's just perfect. Okay. Love that. Now I'm just going to use, this is a powder, right? Yeah. No color.
No. Well, there's a little bit of colour, but it
Okay.
matches my skin tone.
Okay, perfect. so that we do not look that shiny. I actually don't really mind the shiny look. I think it's very popular, especially now.
Yeah.
It's called glass skin, basically. It was like, not invented, but it's like normal in Korea, basically.
I remember when I was growing up.
Yeah.
If you had shiny skin, that was like the end of the world.
Yeah.
You had to like wear so much powder all the time. And I'm kind of getting used to the shiny skin because my skin's shiny anyway.
Yeah.
So it was a real struggle for me to keep it not shiny when I was a teenager, and now it's like everybody wants shiny skin. Once you get it into your head, it's quite hard to break from that cycle, isn't it? It's all about accepting who you are, and sometimes you can't change things about you, and you have to kind of make your peace with it. Otherwise, you'll be unhappy.
Yeah. I remember when I started to go to gym, you had these images of very lean women that were like ripped, and I always like was, oh my god, I want this. I want these kind of like huge thighs and six packs showing, you know. And now I actually don't care about it anymore. I feel good in my body, and I'm really okay with it. I don't mind that there's like a lot of fat like at some of the like areas of my body.
Because you're human at the end of the day. You can't unless it's like your lifestyle, and that's what you do for a living. I think it's obviously be healthy and happy, but not try and mold yourself extremely into something that may not be attainable for you.
Okay, so now we stop chatting for a bit. And we are going to use a legendary brows. It is a micro precision tinted brow gel. And it's again the Charlotte Tilbury brand. It goes the other way.
It's very confusing.
So I never used this, but it makes Charlotte's brows really beautiful, so I just want to try it and then maybe buy it myself. So I'm just going to start. I probably won't start at the beginning. I will just like
I really love the Charlotte Tilbury brand.
Yeah, I noticed like almost everything from your cosmetic bag is from this brand.
I think it makes like it really easy. Number one, really easy to do your makeup in the morning because all their products work very well with each other, and you don't have to spend a lot of time like blending or things like that.
That's perfect.
And I think they all look really natural as well, and the formulas are really good. They stay on your face like for a long time.
And is that a British brand?
Yeah.
Well, it's a shame it is not sponsored because this is a great advertisement actually.
Yeah, right.
Or maybe you will gain a sponsorship from them.
I hope so. I've been using them for a long time.
And it's British.
Charlotte Tilbury is a British makeup artist. She has this amazingly long red hair, and she's like really extrovert and really like, darling, this is my fabulous lashes. Like she's like the face of the brand, and she's really like really personable, and I really like watching her. And I like it that she includes like, because it comes from like the runways, like that's where it originated. So she would do all like the runway catwalk models, and then obviously she made a brand out of her like magic cream that she has for like skincare and things. So basically it's like supermodel makeup for everybody. And it's really good on like mature skin and like every sort of skin, I think. Well, me personally, anyway.
Mature skin. Do you think that you have mature skin already.
Not yet, I don't think.
Great, because I don't think so. But it really looks good. I like it. I might start using this as well.
I like it. I used to use a lot of product in my eyebrows. Like I used to use like a pomade.
Pomade?
I know, it's like a tinted like wax sort of thing.
Yeah.
But I found I was like taking way too long on my makeup. So I was like, oh, I'll just use a brow gel.
I actually mostly used, you know what? Normal eyeshadows that were like brown. I actually watched how they are doing Daenerys Targaryen makeup, like on a video one day, and they used plenty of shadows just like on the eyebrows and also like under eyes basically. They gave her like line and stuff, and I just found it like really nice. So I was like, oh, that could be a way. Then I tried the soap eyebrows as well. Just kind of seems that, or at least to me, that it looks good like on the space where you have the eyebrows, when the gel is not like sticking there for all day, you will just have there like a line and no eyebrows basically anymore. So I kind of like don't want to use it that often anymore. So this might be a great way because it will take just really a short time.
Exactly.
Just going to turn your head a little bit to the side again so that I can reach the ends of the eyebrows. I think that even if I did not film this video, that I would still be talking to you like that.
I think you would.
I actually talk like this like normally. I remember we once ended a session with like one of my models and she was like, oh, are we still whispering? And I was like, no, we don't have to. It's just like I keep talking like that all the time. Do you trim your eyebrows?
Yeah, I get them waxed and tinted like every 8 weeks.
I see.
Otherwise, I look like a cave woman.
I feel like feral, like in comparison with you, because I actually don't even like usually plug my eyebrows.
They're really important.
I think this looks beautiful. Do you have, by any chance, yeah, you can look at it if you're satisfied or not.
That's lovely. It's really nice and glowy. That's perfect.
Okay, great.
Sorry.
That's alright. So what we are going to do now, since we have the eyebrows done, we are going to go on your eyelids basically, on your eyes. So you use creamy eyeshadow.
That's right, yeah.
Which I love. It's again the Charlotte Tilbury.
Yeah.
So this is a little bit lighter and this should be the darker. So I'm going to use a lighter one. Because like, I don't know, we are going to mostly do like daytime things, so I think it will be better. And I will take a brush. This should be, yeah, it should be this one. So I'm just going to put it all over the eyelid from the beginning to the end, like this. There are birds singing in the background, so hopefully you enjoy it.
I saw a rabbit.
I saw so many rabbits.
Oh wow. I still can't remember the Czech word. So I won't remember the word for rabbit.
extremely slow when I'm doing someone else's makeup, but I just know that I actually used to be a model for like a makeup artist institute, and they were like really kind of like harsh on the face, and it was just so red like after all the makeup done on my face, and I just didn't enjoy the experience at all.
I can say that this is the most relaxing makeup application I've ever had in my whole entire life.
Well, also it's the longest one probably.
I don't mind that.
I know that not everyone is like very fond of like waiting for their makeup to be done for so long. I know that my sister, for example, will be impatient at this point.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm like the slowest member of the family.
That's why you're a good ASMR artist.
But not brain-wise, but like, just my movements are so slow.
It adds to the experience.
Okay, I'm just going to go a little bit more to the eyelashes because it seems that like there is space left where there's like none of the cream eyeshadow.
You can use your finger to blend it. Sometimes I found that's
it's
it
easier
helps.
sometimes. Yeah,
it's good to sort of just take it out the pot.
Yeah, so I'm just going to use my fingers. Hopefully I won't scratch you. I have like quite long nails. It always gets just so long that it just like kind of breaks on its own.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And my sister, she's like very different from me. She just like does her eyebrows, you know, and like like the plucking, and she does her nails, like painting it and stuff, and I don't. And she's always like, oh, Linda, why are you doing this? Let me do your nails.
Does she use like the gel polish with the lamp?
Yeah, with the lamp. She actually did mine on the toes for the wedding. Charlotte actually uses this pencil, and then she like smudges the eyeliner. I've never done this before, so
you can do it.
I can do it. I can do it. Do you do your eyeliner from the
halfway out?
Yeah.
And then smudge it out?
Yeah.
Exactly how you have it.
And do you like do the wings? You don't, right?
Not particularly. It's with this.
Yeah.
As if you go just to the end of the lash line, you can smudge it and then use the brush to like kind of just like a fraction wing it out.
Okay.
But don't worry too much.
Okay. And this is Charlotte Tilbury, let me guess. Yeah. Okay, you can open. Okay, you can close. I'll use a little bit more. I was like really careful with the first. Okay. I'm just going to try to like smudge it. Okay. Look at me. Looks fabulous. I love it.
Amazing.
So you can now like turn your head to me again. So this is going to be kind of like, I'm just going to grab your chin and, well, use this side of the pencil. I will have to use my left hand, so hopefully it will be good. Sometimes I actually think that my left hand should have been my dominant hand. Yeah. I even eat with like the utensils in a different, basically like hand.
Which hand do you have your fork in?
All right.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
So
That's how my other half eats.
that's like our last years as well. I never met a person who would eat like it, but we both do, so that's kind of great. I also, like, when I was like small or younger, well, small, I used to hold a pen and fork really differently, like not with your pointing finger and thumb. And I remember that my grandpa was really upset about it. And he was like, "No way, hold it properly." And I was like, "Ah." It was horrible.
Oh man.
But I was not beaten as a kid. Yeah, what I want to do is also to do the crease of the eye. Naked. So we're using Naked.
Not Charlotte Tilbury this time. Oh, yeah,
But it really has, if you look at it, it's like a really nice palette.
I don't think they make it anymore. I think it's discontinued.
Really? Okay.
I think so.
That's a shame.
I know.
So you won't be able to buy it, unfortunately. I want to do it again.
At least I think so. I don't know.
So I'm just now going to apply it into the crease of your eye. I love that we are both morning people, persons.
That bird is so beautiful.
Yeah. So, look at me.
You can use the smudgy one and like blend it out.
Yeah. Basically. It's not harsh, you don't have to worry. It's actually very, very light. It was as light that I was actually like thinking of putting like a little bit more of the shadow. Okay. Okay, I think it looks great. Good. And this will be it. And the last thing we are going to do you use any serum on your lashes? No. Because they really like turned on. I don't know how to say it.
Curled.
Yeah, curled up. Yeah, turned on.
I like that. Your eyelashes are turned on.
But you always understand what I want to
know
say.
exactly what you're saying.
Now the mascara is just going to be this. Is it the Pillow Talk push-up lashes?
Charlotte.
Do you remove the excess?
Yeah, it's good to. The wand is you have to kind of get it on the right angle, otherwise it can put too much on your lashes.
Yeah.
Because it's like a flat brush.
I take too much time removing the excess, but I always did. Okay, so look, great. under which angle do you use it? Like this, right?
Yeah, so if you do like that,
okay,
that should be fine.
Let's try it. I never had a brush like this before. Do you do it from the roots? Maybe before the rest of you do this part yourself.
Okay.
Blink whenever you feel like it. Or just not when the brush is there. Blink. 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 Okay, blink. No. Here. Like at the end. Can you open your eyes? I think that's enough. I don't like when there is like too much of the mascara and just kind of like
Clumps together.
sticks together. Yeah, clumps together. Hopefully I will remember those words. Okay, I'll probably go. How I want. Let's do it like this. Blink. 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 Look at me. Okay. Lastly, body, blink. And I think that's. I'm just going to use the brush. Can you look at me? And we just like separate your eyelashes. Like right here a little bit. Okay, it's starting to clump together. I'll just use. I usually use my tweezers. I will do it at the end.
Okay.
Just kind of separate the eyelashes from one another. So, the last thing we are going to do. I don't like lipsticks very much. More for like practical reasons.
Yeah.
Because like every time I did it, just kind of like goes away and then just
You have to keep
put it
reapplying
again.
it.
Yeah.
Also, it makes my lips very dry as well.
So I'm just going to use lip gloss. It's a. I love the sound. Once more, sorry. Okay. So it's a Pout Bomb. Hopefully it's Pout. Pout Bomb plumping lip gloss with vitamin. Do you say it?
What's that?
Vitamin E.
Yeah.
Or is it
Yeah,
vitamin
vitamin
E?
E.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vitamin E. Gloss et les fraises. That was in French, by the way. I don't know how to speak French, obviously. So I'm just going to now apply a little bit of the lip gloss. And good. Okay, perfect. You can do the.
It's very minty.
Okay, and I think we are done. I'm just going to show you a close-up of the makeup so that you know what we have been doing here for an hour.
We didn't do it before, did we?